Good morning. My hair look weird as fuck. I don't know what it is. It just look weird. But let me get into general messages. Look at my scarf on. Oh my god. I hope y'all can hear me actually. Let me see if y'all can. Hello. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay. Okay. Hold on. Why is one person up in here? Let me exit out. Oh, it's really one person here. Good morning. We're gonna get into general messages. I'm gonna use one tarot deck only today. But please don't let nobody knock on my door because they hear I'm up. See, I'm up. Alright. I'm gonna let some people get up in here if they gonna get up in here. Let everybody get the little notification. Sis, Mr. Guitar. Even though some people been saying that they don't get no notification. They just get up on here and they see I'm on here. Okay? Amy, the goddess, Amy, the infamous Amy, whoever she is now. I used to always get her notifications and all of a sudden I just stopped receiving them. YouTube bullshit, petty. Thank you for this day, Spirit. I pray that today be better than yesterday because yesterday was a whole bunch of hoopla. Alright, let's get into the pile selection. I'm going to do 3 piles. What's up, everybody? I'm going to do 3 piles for this general message. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Don't come up here talking about, oh, well, this applied, that applied. Baby, I don't care. Just get what you need and go. So we got the meat on the cleaver for pile 1. Is it? That's not no cleaver. I don't know what it is. Anyway, we got pile 2 with the nozzle. And then we have pile 3 with the ashtray of cigarettes. Okay, so let me put them all together. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Let's get it. Okay, so pile 1, let's see. What are your general messages for today? It's hot. We got the 6 of Wands. People could be celebrating you today, or people could be seeing how maybe you were celebrating. General messages. We got the King of Wands coming out with, and look how they're looking at each other. It's kind of like she's coming to him. I don't know. And then we have the Judgment here. Okay, I'm gonna pull out one more card to end this because it's kind of looking a little weird. The vibe I'm getting is weird. The vibe that other people could be getting is weird. But let me see. I'm doing well, Joshua Hermit. Okay, so what's happening is the general message is you look like a chaser being with this person. Okay. This person makes you jump through hoops that you don't even know they jumping through. That you're jumping through. This is not open message. This is not open reading. This is a real message. This is a real topic. Um, what's the general message here? Yeah, the general message is you're actively competing for somebody. And notice how they all got candles, and this is the King of Wands. And then also here they got candles as well. I feel like what could be happening is this masculine could be choosing you. This masculine could be directing all of their attention on you. But the only way to keep this masculine's attention is to not give them any. Because it's a lot of people that are trying to get this masculine's attention because this masculine, I'm gonna be real, they don't have no type. They real easy. Okay. Now, if you're a person like me, I don't like no easy meat. I don't like no easy people. I'm not easy. So this is something that you might have to be aware of. Don't be scared of it. Be aware of it. You know? Come on, baby, throw that motherfucker right now. That's what I'm getting. Like, that's what he be on. Like, he a freak. He be freaked out. And then with the lizard, usually always the king of wands, queen of wands, they be having like a lizard or a cat. But this lizard is kind of giving me they fast, they sneaky, and they know how to hide. So they hide a lot of shit. And that's something that you need to know. Now, let's get into why you need to know it. You need to know it because this person wants to use your energy for his benefit, to his benefit, basically. This masculine has been on the search for women that add to them or women that they can take from. This man doesn't come off as a man that needs to take from a woman, but it is coming off that this person is a man that he will manipulate, he will swindle, he will he will crumb it. He's not gonna take it out right, but he's gonna breadcrumb it. Like he's just gonna off of the top. He's gonna skim over the top. So this is a masculine who they always cover up their true emotions. And I feel like also what you need to know is this masculine almost is certain that they may not get married. They're almost certain that they're not going to be in a serious committed relationship. Now, the reason why I feel like they're feeling like this here is because of the simple fact that they can't fool you, but they can fool other people. And it kind of, they're a thrill chaser. So it kind of makes them feel some type of way. I can fool all these other women, but I really like pile one and I can't fool them. Now that either means that we're meant to be together or that either means that my game is weak. That's what they're thinking. And it's also something here about you judging them. Are they feeling like you see them for who they are? You see them as lonely. You see them as depressed. If they're using women to um, solidify their sexuality, they're like, what if um, Pile One thinks that I'm DL? Even though that's something that was in my past, what if, I feel like they're actively running from it. They're running from what if that comes out. The card that hit the ground was the Empress in reverse. I feel like this. I don't feel like this is the type of person to not have any children. I definitely feel like this person has children and plenty of it. But I do feel like this person fits this. You're judging them the same way that they baby mama judged them. The same way that they had their first child and it didn't work out. It's like, damn, this is happening again. But it's no child involved. So it's kind of like freedom. Like they're like, this person got the freedom, just leave me. I don't really, have to. First, I don't really have to stay. Or this person knows that I don't really, they don't have to talk to me. What's also coming out is maybe, hmm maybe they're thinking about getting you pregnant so that you have to be with them. Somebody here could already have 3 baby mamas, 4 baby mamas, 2 baby mamas. I feel like too, again, I feel like it's a lot of stuff that happens with women unbeknownst to them. I feel like this person is the type of person to lead multiple lives. I feel like um this is the type of person, whatever side that they're showing you, if you met somebody else that they talk to, they would not show them their same side. It'll be a whole different side. Okay. We got the 5 of Swords in the background. I'm also, they are wild because the way these cards are set up is crazy. But yeah, with the 8 of Swords in the back, I feel like the general message is really um you see through the bullshit. You see through it clear as day. You see clean through it because of the fact that this person is like everything. You already know what they're trying to hide from you. You already know what they're hiding. You already know what they're planning. And I feel like this sense of knowing what's on the back of this, it's the Fool. It's scaring them because they're like, oh my goodness. My second baby mama didn't figure this out until this time, and really they only figured it out because I was being lazy. And now I got this person that I like, they're figuring it out right then and there. And it's like I don't have a chance to come up with a lie. I don't, and this is something that's interesting. This not necessarily my pile, but I could see how I relate to it because of the simple fact that it was this guy. It seemed like every time he came to see me unannounced, it's like he already had a pre-lie. Like I ain't even say a pre-lie. He already had like some type of storyline, some type of plan on it's, and even it's the way he make it seem is the thought process. He recalls the thought process. But in my mind, I'm like, I wouldn't even put nobody in my thought process like that. I would just say I had a thought and I came over here. Over explain it makes me feel like it's a lie. It's a setup. It's a host. And that's what it was. Because I really like to this day, I'm like, this person has a secret. I'm gonna be real. Like if this person realized how I'm like literally putting them in their mind, like in my mind, this person has HIV and they steady trying to make a plan to give me HIV. This is exactly how I feel. AIDS, HIV, or whatever. Because I promise on everything I love, if this person come back, I'm going to ask them, like, do you have HIV or you got AIDS or something that you're trying to give me and you mad because I'm not letting it happen? Mind you, this is somebody that I used to trust. And not saying, like, it ain't that they did anything, like, serious for me to not trust them. It's just the whole point, like, that sneaky energy. Don't nobody, to me, grown people don't act sneaky. That little sneaky link shit, like, I was saying sneaky link and shit like that because I was in somebody else's house. But I don't do sneaky links no more because what am I sneaking for? I pay rent here. So it's kind of giving me maybe it's something that they have to sneak around and do. I feel like red sheep, just like the person that I'm thinking about, I feel like they're leading triple lives. They acting like one thing with somebody else. They're acting like another thing with somebody else. I feel like they're genuinely tired and they know that you're a character buff or not even a character buff. They know that you're a good vibe. You're not going to do all that arguing. You're not going to be doing too much. And I feel like that's the main reason why they keep trying to come back around. Or that's the main reason why they feel comfortable in your energy because they don't have to put up too much of a facade. The facade that they put up is really making sure they cover up all the bullshit that they were doing in their energy before coming around in yours. Some of y'all are heavy high priestess. So it's like even if they do cover it up, you're like, something don't smell right. What's that? What's that about? Somebody told me they don't like answering my questions because it seems like an interrogation and they feel, they feel uneasy. And I'm like, why would you feel uneasy? And I kind of get it, but why would you feel uneasy if you know you tell the truth? Why would you feel uneasy when you know you got nothing to hide? So that's just some general messages in case you was like trying to be serious with somebody. Because that's what it seems like. You trying to be serious or maybe they stirring up your emotions probably. And that's exactly why they can't, that's why you can't I'm talking about accurately. You can't move on you know, the way you want to. So, y'all like, share, subscribe. We finna get in pile two. Pile two, y'all pick the nausea here. This look like an airplane. But why would you put that vomit bag up there on the back of that seat like that? Hopefully, if it was used, they would have put that shit in the trash. What are general messages for my pile two people? So flying could be significant. Some of y'all got a trip coming up. Y'all could have a trip coming up with a man or a cruise. And then we got the temperance in reverse. It could be a Sagittarius here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Sagittarius could be significant here. Something about flight. Something about somebody being uneasy to go somewhere. Uneasiness is here. Because the temperance is in reverse. The emperor is in reverse. This is a man. This is a masculine energy. Aries is out here. Could be a feminine. We got the Hierophant out here. Really all major. 3 major arcana. If you're a masculine here, I definitely see that you guys could be struggling with some type of balance in your life. I feel like you could be struggling with having some type of authority in your life or being able to give and, you know, receive the right advice to move on. I feel like some of you guys could be sick of your current circumstances mentally and you feeling some type of stuck some type of way and not knowing how to move forward. What is the general message here? That's interesting. We got the 8 of Wands, pretty much clarifying, not clarifying, but confirming what I said about feeling stuck or stagnant. We got the High Priestess coming out. So we have the High Priestess and the Hierophant coming out. If you're a masculine here, I feel like what's going on is you're being stuck and stagnant because you're not acknowledging your feminine side. And when I say not acknowledging your feminine side, that means not acknowledging the side that every man has, which is to be a mother. And I know somebody's like, a father can't be a mother. Technically, as humans, we are equally masculine and feminine because we have X and Y chromosomes. Argue with your mammy. But anyways, I definitely feel like you need to, like, you're not being the night, excuse me, the mm, mm, you're not listening to what you need to do. You're not listening to understand, you're listening to respond. I hate when I have to tell grown people that because people told me that as a child. Okay? People told me as a child, you listen to understand. You don't listen to respond. You know, you need to listen so you understand what I'm saying. And if you have a question because you don't understand, that's when the response is needed. I feel like right here, masculines, you might not want to hear this, masculines. If you're a feminine here, you may already know this. You might be 2 fingers touching for the shit. But I'm seeing a masculine that does not act like a father or act like a mother. I see a masculine that acts like a tyrant. I see a masculine that you can't even ask them if they're already in the kitchen to bring you a bottle of water because it's like if I got up to get my bottle of water, why didn't you get up to get your bottle of water? It's definitely giving me somebody without compassion. And I hope and I pray that you're not praying, asking God for the guidance on why you're stuck when you don't even have the lubrication to move others. Like it's like you're not even, it's like this is the type of energy where you get what you give. And I feel like if you guys were a tyrant or you guys were acting funny, acting this way or that way, this is what you're getting in response to it. You could have been attracted to power 4 as well, but this nausea is definitely giving me somebody who is sick, somebody here who is regurgitating the same energy that they gave to people. It's not often that I get a reading like this. I felt the energy, but I was like, I'm gonna let God tell me more about it. But yeah, it's definitely giving me somebody who is melting not on their own accord. I don't know what the word for it is, but I definitely see somebody who is slowly deteriorating, slowly falling. Because mind you, I was just about to say the Knight of Swords. I meant the King of Swords. So somebody here could be getting demoted spiritually, or they could be getting demoted within their life. Like, it's definitely giving me something like, yeah, you got it all, but now you're about to lose every single thing you got. It's definitely giving me like a vibe, like somebody be like, ain't nobody bigger than me, ain't nobody bigger than the program. It's definitely giving me a Trump vibe. Like, why would you run for president knowing that it's some people out here that got this type of dirt on you? It's kind of giving me, why would you run for president when Kanye made that video about you and other people? Why would you do that? It's kind of giving me, they didn't think that they shit stank. And they came around a whole bunch of people they could smell. Caleb from LA 2213. I don't give a fuck. I do care that you commented that because it adds to my money though. We got the Ten of Swords. This you, Caleb. Sick, mad for no reason. Commenting on people's shit for no reason. But anyway, we got the Ten of Swords here. This person got everything and they feel like they have nothing. A lot of rich people, this little Monsters Inc. type of vibe that's going on with the Epsteins, it's because they're empty inside. It's because they're empty inside. And just shut up. Just shut up. Shut up. And I mean that. But this little Epstein stuff is really giving me, they were always empty. And they used money, they used money and torturing people to feel something. The thing is, when they get to hell and we get to heaven, they're gonna be feeling the light. Hell, if I ain't never just read Dave's Inferno or whatever it's called, but yeah, it's gonna be some degrees to that. If you're out here torturing children, got these little kids talking about, I'm just a kid, and you torturing them, yeah, imagine what hell is gonna be like. Ugh, it's already hot around at the bottom. It's hot. And it's suffering, baby. I imagine hell to be Louisiana in the peak of July. Soon as you step outside, you got sweat on your lip. Because it's like, damn, that bitch beating me down. I definitely feel like circumstances beating this masculine down here. Yeah, with the two of, ooh, that's what it was. The masculine, whoever in this reading, this is your pile. You picked the wrong decision. Whatever decision that you picked the decision that was going to make your life a little bit darker. Now, did you pick the decision that had more money? Maybe, but that's why it had more money, because this is a darker situation. I feel like people with common sense when you pick this. This is like, I ain't even lie. It's definitely giving me somebody that did not read the room. Y'all, somebody showed me, they showed me like some evidence of a humiliation ritual, and I felt humiliated to even be associated with somebody who does stuff like that for fun, who does stuff like that, to even think that that was done to you. But then again, that's where the DL energy coming out at, because y'all beating dudes now, but back in the day, y'all was butt breaking. That's what they was doing. No, you can't, in the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus, Josh. So, that's the truth here. With the Ace of Biscuits coming out, that they sold in some type of way, and now they're no longer happy. We got the Knight of Teacups. It's interesting because you would always want to have tea with a little biscuit. It's not giving me that. It's definitely giving me, you're not going to have your cake. You're not going to eat it too. So somebody here, that's what you're experiencing. You thought you was gonna be able to have your cake and eat it too. Let me tell y'all a story that just happened. Okay, this girl. Okay, we gonna do it in metaphor. We gonna do it in metaphor. Okay, this girl had a pearl. I had a pearl too. I lost my pearl or whatever. I was cool not having my pearl until I found another pearl. Okay, but this pearl, this girl had her pearl. So day in, day out, this girl laughing, doing all of this about the pearl that she has, etc., etc. Okay, I ran up on my pearl. I found my pearl. I found my pearl. I mind you, about 2 to 3 days before this bitch lost her pearl. Okay, but again, it was funny when it wasn't you. Now that it's you, it's all of a sudden it's not funny no more. All of a sudden it's woe is me. All of a sudden your head down, you shamed. This is that same energy. If this is not you, this is somebody around you. But if you know this to be you, all you have to do is admit, confess, I was wrong. And you gotta mean it. A lot of times people be going through shit unnecessarily because it's really not unnecessarily, but it is unnecessary because God said, all I want you to do is mean it. All God wants us to do is treat others with the same respect that He shows us every single day. The same respect that He wanted us to be in when He made us. And the thing is, like this person hasn't just done this to you. You haven't just done this to one person. You've done this multiple times. But because you got used to being, it's like a lot of people, their ego get into it. Like this lady, she was manager at this place for a long time. I worked there. I don't really give a fuck about her. She an old fool and an old hoe. You selling pussy at 60 years old. Please get the fuck out my face. And that's how I viewed her. And I know she knew I viewed her like that because it's just no way you're selling pussy at 50 and 60 years old and you still stay in an apartment, no house. Anyways, or even it ain't no way and you still rent. 60 years old, you're selling pussy and you ain't even owning shit. Don't even own the car. All you do is own your cat. And everybody be up in that motherfucker. Anyways, but this lady, I'm telling y'all, I wouldn't tell y'all no lie. I wouldn't misjudge nobody on purpose because I don't want to be misjudged by God. This person, I had asked them the smallest favor. I said, hey, I know I haven't been here in a while. I said, can you sign this paper for me? It's me. I need this for something else. And they were like, oh, I don't know if I could do this. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. Really what it was is you didn't want to. You didn't want to help me out. And it was so small. I shit y'all not. I shit y'all not. I said, oh, when she said that she didn't know if she was able to help, I said, oh, but y'all are my employer. Technically, if I need information regarding anything, y'all supposed to give it to me. I said, well, just see what you can do. And if you can't do nothing, I'm gonna show y'all what I can do. When I said I'm gonna show y'all what I can do, she already knew what it was. Bitch, I'm police when it comes to this legal shit. Very police. Yeah, I'll give me an employment lawyer and sue y'all for everything that y'all put me through. Sue you because not only are you an old hoe and you hoe at this 60 years old, but you sitting up here stealing from your job. You're stealing from your job and you going to the casino and you gambling with it. And if you win, you come back with it. But if you don't, you hoeing to make sure you get the money, to make sure that you coming. How I know this? Because evidently you tell them, hey, just give me this little bit of money so I can do this and do that. And then just come by and get you a free plate. Everybody was eating free. But because you started hoeing and you started getting in debt behind this and that, all of a sudden food started coming up missing to the point where the head manager, your boss, is saying, what's going on? Why the accounts looking like this? We supposed to have 50 things of this in here and we only got this much. That means it's about this much a shortage. Where it's going on? Instead of you being a real ass boss and saying, oh well, we doing if you wanted to lie, you should have lied and said we doing remakes. You should have lied and said, well, people bringing the food back. You should have lied in that way. But what you did, you lied on the staff. You lied on your people. You done sat up here and lied and said we eating the food. Mind you, we busy all day long. This is a black restaurant, damn near a black restaurant. We busy all day long. Black people will wake up on a Wednesday morning and say, I want me some fish. At 10 o'clock in the morning, I want me some fried catfish. I want me some fish. I want me some shrimp. I want me a shrimp basket. Y'all know how black people be. Cause I know yesterday, baby, I know yesterday I woke up from my nap and said, well, I want me a shrimp boil from Aldi's. Like, for real. I know how black people be. And like I said, oh, let me go back with our story. Anyways, you lied on your crew. You lied on your crew. Because like I said, we be busy all day long. Not only are we busy all day long, if we're busy all day long, that means that food is coming out fresh and hot all day long. So you gotta lie to cover up the other lie. You gotta keep lying. Okay, so anyway, she went on ahead and gave me that here damn signature. Thank you, because that's all I really wanted was you to give me that here damn signature. Gone by my business, y'all. I shit you the fuck not. 3 days later, the whole business was shut down. They closed it because they said that they didn't renew their lease or whatever. They didn't renew their property or whatever. They didn't, close it or whatever they supposed to do to keep that property. Somebody bought the property under them. So not only do you not have the same staff that you have, but it ain't even no place for you to work in the city. You gotta travel outside the city to work. That's that real karma. That's that realty. And not only that, but you're traveling to a city. Well, I don't say a city, but you're traveling to another town where they don't do that old whole shit. The way you look down on people in this city, people are gonna look down on you in another city because they don't do that. You 60 years old wearing blue contacts. How that look? Okay. Anyways, but that's what's happening here. Somebody here, they're learning why you don't fuck with people. They're learning why it's best. See, I can't wait till I receive my karma because I feel like my karma would only be good. But well, I don't say it'll be good. It'll be a good look. I do believe it'll majority be good. I don't really just do people wrong. I don't really just have it in my heart. I can't, even if I'm in the right to do somebody wrong, I don't want to do it. I know that's like, sis, Misty, now come on. I don't want to do it. I don't. Like, it don't. Like, I feel like if I'm in the right to do you wrong, I feel like when I feel like I should have courtesy, I feel like everybody do some wrong shit sometimes. Everybody do something unintentional or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like whoever this is, they claim that it wasn't intentional, but it was intentional. I feel like if this is somebody, and this is somebody that's in your energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, what's on the back of this? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I definitely feel like it's coming back on them. We got the 10 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it's coming back on them tenfold because of the fact that yeah, just because of the simple fact they thought they couldn't get their karma. It was like okay, you had a 50-cent karma debt. You could have paid that, but you didn't want to pay that. Instead, you didn't racked up a $500 debt. You didn't want to pay that. You didn't racked up a $5,000 debt. You didn't want to pay that. Now it's $50,000 worth of karma that you gotta pay. And damn near, God don't care about no money. You paying that with time. You paying that with time and energy. Okay. You paying that with heartache. You paying that the same way somebody else had to pay it. I hate when people do me wrong because I know the Lord is finna wring their neck. I'm not even playing. Like, on the low, it kind of give me a little high a little bit when I'm like, oh, you finna do me dirty. You better do it the best way you know how. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Whole time, the best way you know how. It's going to be you're going to put your best into doing me wrong. And I hope that that's what it is. And then, boom, the Lord going to put his big one on the doing you wrong. Friend, don't treat all my way on. Fix it, Jesus, fix it like you said you would. Yeah, it's definitely giving me they friends is not going to treat them the same no more. People are not going to treat you the same because of this. They're going to go through it so hard that I'm going to be real. For some of you guys, somebody's going to call you a witch. Somebody's going to call you a witch, bitch. Somebody's going to say that you're doing some type of black magic because ain't no way this karma didn't hit them like that. This karma hit them accurately. And I did say the word. That's exactly how I meant. Accurately. So that kind of makes me believe that before when I said accurately, that was a foreshadow to now accurately. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. That girl, she lost her pearl the same way I lost mine. And I know that shit should have clicked for her. I feel like because at first it was a lot of lies. It was a lot of laughs. Now ain't nobody laughing no more. I'm gonna say this: tithes is not for the pastor. This is coming from an ex-church secretary. Tithes is not for the pastor. Tithes is to make sure that Sunday school. That's why on the tithe envelope it has different departments. Tithes make sure the departments are covered for it, because if nobody donated to the church, the church really wouldn't be just busting. I'm gonna tell y'all, I come from an old church, and because nobody want to pay tithes, and because it don't have that many people, I mean, I'm not saying that the church is gonna be closed, but I know the Lord gonna make a way. That's a church that's been open for goddamn me 60 years. I know the church. I know the Lord ain't gonna close that church. All the Holy Spirit that been up in there, but nobody pays tithes. Tithes are for to make sure you got books at Sunday school. Tithes are to make sure that you got the communion. Tithes are to make sure that the lights stay on, right? Like tithes, they pay the musician. Tithes pay the drummer. Tithes pay for when somebody kids playing in the seats and the seats get stained. Tithes make sure that the church don't look raggedy, and they're able to get the upholstery cleaner or somebody to do the upholstery like it needs to do. So the church is supposed to be supported for the people. Like, it's supposed to be supported from the people. Now, these mega churches, hey, I don't really support them. I don't really support them. I don't really support mega churches, but small churches, I really do support them. Yeah. So God wanted that. I don't know what God wants at the end of the day. God gonna tell me what He want when it's pertaining to me. But God do want me to let y'all know that if you don't go to church, you can't really just speak on what goes on in the church. That's something that God definitely wanted me to tell you. You can't speak on what the funds in the church are being used to if you never really just sat in a position in the church to see what's going on. Tell God to get rid of taxes, you put a little G. So you better hope God don't tell you something for real in your life. You don't have to. I didn't say you have to go to church to praise Him. I didn't say that. All I said was don't sit up here and act like everybody in the church is greedy. Every pastor is greedy. The most serious pastors I know still work 2 jobs. They still work a job. They know that being a pastor is a side hobby, just like I know being a tarot reader is a side hobby, because I have to deal with people acting like they know everything and wanting to be mad because they're not right. Like I said, the tithes don't go. The tithes is not a direct salary to the pastor. However, it's some pastors that you do use and overuse the tithes. It is people that do that. I don't know what God gonna do, but if you're gonna mock God up in here, you can shut the fuck up. Honestly, I don't really do none of that. I told y'all how I felt about the situation with tithes, and the thing is, however you paint God out to be, that's how God is gonna be for you. You want to paint God out to be a demon? God is gonna show you a demon. Y'all, be for real with your faith. Come on. Be for real. I paint God out to be a saint. And guess what? That's what He is. That's what He is to me. That's how He shows up for me. God is going to show up however you want Him to show up. Okay? Look at this. This is the Lord right here. Even though I have what I need, I still ask Him for more, because I know that's where my faith comes from. That's where my heart is. Good morning. Well, Gage, you engaging with the wrong person, baby. You're engaging with the wrong person. You're engaging with the wrong person. Let me tell you what just came out. This is who you engaging with, Gage. I know about God. I didn't walk with Him my whole life. I ain't never really just felt separated from His presence, even in the midst of conflict, even in the midst of heartache. Okay, Gage? So when we talking about the church, you got to be real easy when you're talking about it with me, because every church is not the same. Just like a man want to be, every man is not the same. God is actually the same. God is actually the same. Actually, the church is actually the same. The mega churches that are happening now, they've been happening for centuries. So this is nothing new. It's nothing new under the sun. But what I can tell you is the churches that are operating out of faith, the Lord will not let it close. So again, all right. Let me get into pile 3. Everybody must have had 15 minutes. What time is it? All right, this ain't gonna, yeah, this pile just gonna have 15 minutes because I gotta get ready. Okay, we have the tray of cigarettes here. Let's get your general message. Okay, we have the 9 of Cups. It's no need to worry. The thing is, Gage, you're Gage, you're a human. Gage, you're a human. Whatever you're talking about in the Bible, you're looking to negate the Lord. You're looking to have a conflict with God. You can't conflict with God. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Gage. Whatever happens in your day-to-day, God is going to show you. I'm not even playing with it because you steady trying to argue about this situation, Gage. You don't have to shut up. I'm going to show you how to shut up because I'm not going to sit up here and go back and forth. I don't argue about a true and living God. God did change. And you know what? You better hope your karma, you better hope whatever you got going good in your life, you better hope it don't change off of you coming on here trying to play in my live when this is a for real live. This is a for real connection. Like you if shit goes sideways for you, Gage, don't come back here because I promise you, see, look, the angels are listening to you. They hearing what you saying. They laughing. Look how they got smiles on their face. They finna show your motherfucking ass. Ooh. And then the one thing I love about God is he gonna put you in suspense. He ain't gonna tell you when it's gonna happen. He's just gonna let it happen. So you better watch out. You wouldn't be angry. I am angry. I'm just like Peter. I am angry. Because at the end of the day, you're not finna sit up here and try to paint God out to be like that. That's what the negative Christians do. You're not going to paint God out to be a demon. You're not going to paint God out to be wrong. That's what y'all gotta do. Bakery, I'm going to tell you like this. You're here because you want to be here. And if Jesus is king, then why are you in this space? You're not thinking. But I'm going to think for you. Tarot, not demonic. Tarot is paper cards. That's nothing. My spirit is real. But thank you guys for engaging with me. This is the type of experience that makes my channel grow. I do appreciate that bakery music. But don't say shit else on here. We have the 3 of Biscuits, the 7 of Cups in reverse. I feel like y'all are worrying about things that don't matter. I feel like you are put away, tucked away. I feel like people want to target your obstacles. Excuse me, not. People are targeting your obstacles because they want to give them energy. It's like they want to fuel your obstacles to stop you. Can't nothing stop you. It's like when things don't go one way, you go another way. And that's why you keep your stability. That's why you keep your success. That's why you keep it. This channel been a channel for a long time, even without people viewing it. And I definitely feel like whatever you're doing, you're going to keep on doing it, even if people don't deem it as being something that is a trend or deem it as something that's worth doing. I do feel like other people are going to see, and other people are going to want to take part in it. This could be a business endeavor that is driving you up the wall, that is driving you insane. We got the Page of Swords here. Some of you guys feel as if you don't have the right knowledge. This could be a business endeavor for sure. This could be you trying to switch stuff up in your life because you feel like it'll make it better. But just know that It's going to take some work, but it's going to take solo work, not collaborative work. I kind of feel like your friends, hmm, yep, your friends secretly hope that things don't go the way it's supposed to go, because your friends feel like they feel like you set your goals and your expectations too high. You have your goals and your expectations too high. You have too much faith in the fact that you're gonna make it. They felt like it's delusional. I'm gonna let y'all know here. I was delusional at 7 subscribers. I'm very much so not delusional at almost 200 and 2,200. I'm not really that delusional. When people come in here talking about tarot is demonic, but people keep telling me in my comments that they're having breakthroughs, that they're having that they're seeing what I'm saying and that I'm giving them clarity. It's not me that's giving them clarity, obviously. I'm just a conduit of spirit. I definitely feel like, you're seeing it clear. You could also be a conduit, but I feel like with these negative energies around you, it's kind of got your connection off. It kind of got you off centered a little bit. Just like Gage up in here mocking God, just like bakery music up in here trying to tell me that what I'm doing is demonic, but you sitting up in here listening to some demonic shit. Ugh, that's crazy, ain't it? Like, that's fucking crazy. It's definitely giving me like, y'all are really on point, and you stay on point by staying isolated. The devil cannot attack you. He doesn't have permission to. The devil had to get permission to come around Job, because the thing is about the hedge of protection. It's something about the hedge of protection. It kind of gives Harry Potter when he had that invisible cloak. That's what it's giving. Like, these people can't even come in if you don't want them to, or if spirit doesn't want them to. And the thing is, it's kind of giving me Moses when he had to go up to the mountain. Couldn't nobody go up there to that mountain, and he had to take his shoes off before he walked in because your shoes are dirty. It's kind of giving me that, like, you guys, people are energetically filthy and they can't come around you. I could see if they had the heart posture to change, but these people who are trying to come around you, they don't have the heart posture to change. Actually, they trying to stress you out, Pile 3. Good morning. They trying to stress you out. My baby, I ain't nobody twin. We got the 10 of Pentacles here. These people are trying to target your stability and your success. If you always be in the house, people want to target your home. If you always be at the job, they're trying to target your job. Wherever you're stable at, because 3 is, even though 4 is a lot more stable by 1 really than 4, 3 is still showing stability here. These people want to target your creativity. They want to target your relationship with God. That's bakery music and Gage. They want to target that relationship. They see you working hard on it. They want to target your work ethic. But it's not going to work. It's going to cause a tower moment for them. Sitting right here is the 6 of Swords. You will be moved gently, and look. There's 2 different vibes here. This is the vibe they finna go into. They being removed abruptly. They being removed without they don't have no choice in the matter. You're done. You're cut. Meanwhile, you're done, but leave in peace, leave in grace, leave with what you need. Okay? And I feel like, that's the message here. I feel like you know what to do with the High Priestess and the Temperance. You know what to do. You know how to handle yourself. I feel like you have very clear discernment. You guys could be a reader in this pile. And I feel like when it comes to reading, I don't read my own tarot. That's what people like. I will if need be, but I'm not reading my own tarot every day. Reason being is because my anxieties, me and my expectations, my ego is going to cause conflict with what the cards are saying versus somebody who doesn't know me. They're able to read my energy with clarity and with accuracy because they're not meeting no expectations, or they're not worried about things not meeting their expectations. So that could be also key. If you're a tarot reader and you feel like I can't read for myself, just remember in Eve's Bayou, that lady did not know. Yep, with the high priestess coming out again. Remember, hold on, let me get this. In Eve's Bayou, that lady did not know why she couldn't keep no husband, but that other lady had told her about it. The other lady that was like her, but she looked down on her because she was really how can I she was very eccentric in the spiritual lifestyle. She was very eccentric, and the lady looked down on her. So, but when that woman mentioned that's why all your husbands leave because you're a black widow, that it hit home for her because she, unbeknownst to her, she knew that all her husbands was dying. But I feel like in a way she thought that it was something that she did. But it's not nothing that she did. I feel like what it was those men were not meant to be. Those men, she was meant to transition them men. She was meant to transition them men. The Lord let those men at the end of their life, or she did have a young man, but those men, I feel like the Lord let those men experience the goodness of her. I didn't feel like Mademoiselle, was her name Mademoiselle? I don't know what her name was, but I didn't feel like Maddie. It had to be Mademoiselle because they was calling her Maddie. Hold on. Anyways, I had to keep that. I had to do a little mental note screenshot. But Mademoiselle, I forgot my thought, but Mademoiselle, she didn't know what was going on. I felt like, she was questioning her spirituality, even though she was helping other people with theirs. But that lady, like I said, she didn't give me no, that's what I was saying. She didn't give me no bad vibes or nothing like that. But she did give me, that, she know a little bit about something. She done seen some things. So for her to not be able to see why those men were dying, I'm not talking about no just up and down. These were men that she slept with, men that she loved, men that when they met, they met. You know what I'm saying? Like every man that she was with, it seemed like a love story. And I feel like again, that's how it was meant to be. These men were supposed to find true and ultimate love, and it was with her, but she was also supposed to find true love with God. She was looking for true love and true ending with humans when I feel like God, and that's sometimes as a high priestess, God will call you, and God will, like, I don't believe every nun is called to be a nun, but I do believe some people pick a lifestyle, they like their lifestyle, but I do believe that when you're a high priestess, it's some things that it's some things you're not supposed to know. It's some things that you can't control, and how God allows people to respond to you and how you respond to others, that's out of your control. So I feel like with that being said, like it's a lot of people that are going to be upset about your lack of response or how you respond. But I do believe that if your heart posture is right, that it's gonna happen for the greatest good and things are gonna happen in the right way. So y'all like, share, subscribe, and please start being weird on people's stuff. Like as a man, like, and you know how women feel about other men, why would you act like those men? That's disgusting. But anyways, y'all like, share, subscribe. I cannot stand having my comments on.